Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hisham Attar. I'm here to present my presentation about my experience reading Treasure Island. The story begins with this massive pirate ship crossing the ocean, reaching the Treasure Island. It was led by Captain Flint. They wanted to hide their treasure from anyone trying to take it. Once they reached the shore, they started burying all the treasure that was on the boat. Why were they burying this treasure? Because they've been threatened that their treasure would be stolen. So they started hiding it. And the captain, he yelled at them for every little thing wrong they done. So after they set up the camp, they started having a conversation about what happened today. One man named Ben Gunn had the courage to say something against the captain's will. But then this started a scandal, and then there was a huge fight, and Ben Gunn was left stranded on this island. Ben Gunn was left stranded on the island when 6 years later, a man named Billy Bones, who likes to refer to himself as Captain Bones, he found some of this treasure, and he was looking for the treasure map because he wanted more of this treasure, because he wanted money. So he found this tavern, and he stayed there. And he stayed there and got a drink. He met a boy named Jim Hawkins who lived with his mother and his father and his grandmother. After he came, he told Jim Hawkins to be aware of a one-legged man who was around these parts. Soon after that happened, a man came. He was with Captain Flint's former crew. He threatened to kill Billy Bones, but then Billy Bones, he almost killed him. There was this huge fight. He was wounded in battle and later died. And then Jim Hawkins, he found the map. He was looking. They were about to bury his corpse, but then Jim Hawkins, he found something with him. He found a treasure map, where Treasure Island is, where all the treasure is. So he knew where it was. So later that day, late in the middle of the night, it was a cold night. Later, the Captain Flint's old crew, they all came and ambushed them. They ambushed them and tried to find the treasure map because they knew Billy Bones had it. He had it for some time now, and they've been wanting it for so long. So Jim Hawkins escaped with his mother and their grandmother, and he went with Dr. Livesey, who worked for the police, who came and helped them. He worked for them, and then they went to meet a governor. Okay. So after several weeks, they met the governor, and he provided them with a whole ship, and they were even provided with a crew. They met Captain Smollett, who's the captain of the crew of the Hispaniola, which is the name of the boat. Now, something interesting here is how they mentioned the cook's name. Isn't that weird or bizarre? If someone as irrelevant as the chef is mentioned, obviously he'll play a huge role in the story. Just mentioning a name can let you know that they're gonna play a huge role, or that's what I thought anyway. The crew, Captain Smollett, he wasn't too sure about them, and he was right because they were planning something to betray the captain to take the treasure for themselves. So Jim Hawkins warned him, and he sent them to the island to see what they'll do. So Jim Hawkins, he met Ben Gunn, who they left there. He was there for so long, and he already dug the treasure out. He was a member of them, but he betrayed them, or as the pirates say, the other pirates, for Captain Flint. But Long John was there, and then there was this huge fight over the treasure. Okay. Captain Smollett with Dr. Livesey and Trelawney and some other crew members, they all went because they wanted to stop them so they can take the treasure. Jim meets up with them, and he joins them on their quest to defeat Captain Silver, who was Long John Silver, but he became the leader of the mutineers. Silver appears with a flag of truce the next morning. Okay. After a battle, the surviving pirates retreated, and Captain Smollett was badly injured, so they left him at the ship. They got onto a small boat, but Jim was on one of the boats, but he was drifting away from the boat. As the ship is about to beach, the hands attempted to kill Jim, So they tried to kill Jim, like they tried to kill him. This little boy, he was like about half my height. They tried to kill him, but the man who tried to kill him killed himself on accident. So Jim was held hostage by the pirates. They were like demanding him to tell them where the treasure is, or they'll like kill him. Or they will, yeah, but he wouldn't break, so he was just using them as bait for Captain Smollett. They searched for the treasure with Jim as a hostage. When they found the chest, it was empty because Ben Gunn, he already dug it all up long ago, so it was all in his cave. Silver stole the bag of money. He stole it. He steals a bag of money and escapes. They left some treasure, but they didn't want to go back because it was too risky. Okay. Thank you.